Hi, Carolyn Gage here. I was recently invited to be a speaker at Bar Harbor Pride, and I have to admit it had been a very long time since I had participated in an event like that. But I thought I would share it with you because it was only 5 minutes. So this is what I said, June 7th, 2025. Hi, I'm Carolyn Gage. I'm a playwright and I moved to the island 9 years ago. I live in Southwest Harbor and I'm going to speak for 5 minutes, so hang in there. So this is a quotation I find helpful, particularly now. A bird sitting on a tree is never afraid of the branch breaking because its trust is not on the branch but on its own wings. I'm going to say that again. A bird sitting on a tree is never afraid of the branch breaking because its trust is not on the branch but on its own wings. So I think we all know that in a number of ways the branch is breaking. I think we all feel it. The branch under our feet is indeed breaking. That branch of legal protections and even civil discourse is breaking. And it's only human to be scanning the news every day to check on the current state of the branch. And it's always the same news. The branch is breaking. But let's remember our wings. Let's remember our wings and why we trust them. So now I have 4 minutes left, and I'm not going to waste them on the branch. I'm going to talk about the wings. And I'm going to talk about three things. That's kind of something like 1 minute per thing. So the first thing is our joy, our LGBTQ joy. And you know what I'm talking about. An LGBTQ life is a commitment to joy. We are a joyful people. Now, the author Alice Walker tells us resistance is the secret of joy. What does that mean? It means that joy comes not from passive acceptance or strategies of appeasement, but from standing up for what is right. It means that resisting oppression or injustice gives life meaning and fulfillment. And when we are living lives filled with meaning and fulfillment, it absolutely liberates our joy. And here's the good news in these hard times. There are plenty of things to resist. Every day I see something that I never thought I would live to see that I would have to resist, and there it is. So plenty of opportunities for us to resist, plenty of opportunities for us to get our joy on. So here's the second aspect of our wings, history. LGBTQ history is absolutely mind-boggling. Read some of my plays. Some of the most fearless and creative people who ever lived were members of our community. Brilliant authors, artists, inventors, politicians, doers, and thinkers. Absolutely amazing lives. And their stories give us blueprints and strategies. Look around. Look them up. Talk to your elders. The history of lesbians just right here on my little island, Mount Desert Island, is absolutely amazing. Check out my website, The Lesbian History Trail of Mount Desert Island. I built this with my friend Tina Janolis. 14 lesbians, amazing women of achievement from Bar Harbor to Bass Harbor, all over the island. Jane Addams, and on and on. Google it. The third aspect of our wings, and this is important, coalition. And here in Maine, we have shown the world the LGBTQ community can do coalition. 20 years ago, more than 20 years, we got together and we fought hard to get marriage equality. We had gotten it, and then it had been taken away by a citizens' referendum, so we had our own referendum. It was like a seesaw, but we did it. And we did it by traveling all over the state, knocking on doors, introducing ourselves. We worked with churches, we worked in rural communities, and we did it. And it's time to do that again. Yes, the branch is breaking, but it's not just breaking for us. It's breaking for seniors, for people of color, for immigrants, for folks living with disability, for women, for children, for labor unions, for low-income folks, for the working class, for the government workers, for scientists. It's breaking for the artists and for the activists. There has never been a time when there was so much potential for massive coalitions across all kinds of divisions as exists today. So with the 30 seconds left, I want to leave you with the most important thing to know about coalitions. If you take away nothing else from what I've said, take this away. And it's not even my saying. This is something Bernice Johnson Reagan said. She was a civil rights activist, a musicologist, a musician, the founder of Sweet Honey in the Rock, which is a 3-time Grammy-winning all-women African-American a cappella ensemble. And this is what she said. If you're not so uncomfortable you don't think you can stand it, you're not in a broad enough coalition. I'm going to say that again. If you're not so uncomfortable you don't think you can stand it, you're not in a broad enough coalition. So remember, the next time you're feeling wildly uncomfortable with the folks that you're trying to work with, remember this. You may just be doing some good. Happy Pride.